All right, Crush, remember tonight's the first elementary school kids class, ages like 2 to 5th grade, maybe 1st to 5th grade, right around their elementary school age. That's kind of a wide range of ages. When you get really younger, it's gonna be tougher to keep the attention span. If they don't keep the attention span, that's fine. They can kind of run around and do their own thing. We have had lots of elementary school classes in here in the past. It's just nice to be able to get it back, and hopefully we have some kids that participate. Today, tempo overhead squats. So overhead squats are hard enough as they are, but we're also include a tempo where you really work on that good positioning 3 seconds down. One of the benefits of doing a tempo overhead squat, or any movement where you really work on the downward portion, or the controlling that weight, in this case the squat, and controlling that bar overhead, is a chance to really work on that good form. If you have poor form when you do overhead squats, it's hard to lift weight anyway. If you're going down really slow with poor form, it's gonna be really hard to keep that weight overhead. So for probably most of the gym today, you're not gonna get too heavy with the overhead squats because they're gonna be really hard, and working that form is gonna be a struggle enough. There's a handful of people that can probably get pretty heavy and still maintain really good form and yet get pretty heavy with this. But for the most part, most of the gym is gonna be a lighter weight, a good chance to work in that form, good chance to work on those positions and hit those good positions, not rolling your toes, not letting your knees come in, nice solid locked out overhead, don't have the saggy arms, etc., for overhead squats. We're gonna do 5 sets of 5, warming up to a weight, a semi-light or a light weight, and then we'll go together. We'll have everybody, the coach will say, all right, everybody unrack the barbell, get it overhead, and then 1, 2, 3, go, and all 6 people, if there's 6 people here, the coach will go 1, 2, 3. Now that 3rd second is where you hit the bottom of the squat, stand back up. 1, 2, 3. 5 sets of 3. So it's gonna be 3 reps, and each rep will have that 3-second descent to the bottom of the squat. We'll go together, we'll work together, and work on that good overhead squat form. After every set, you can add some weight. We'll rest a little bit between sets, and that's the first part. Second part, we'll get out the bikes. We have 10 bikes, as everybody knows, so this part gets kind of tricky. For the bigger classes, the classes with more people, you might have to wait a little bit on the bike. It's 10 rounds, and each round has 10 calories on the bike for the guys, 8 for the ladies, so it's really quick. I think back to last week where we had to work out with a 12-calorie bike. The classes that I coached, the classes I participated in, the 12 calories for the guys, 10 calories for the ladies, didn't take a minute, took like 30-ish seconds, 45-ish seconds, something like that. So this should be about the same. It's 10 rounds, so it's a lot of rounds, so by the end it's gonna take a little longer, but it's a quick sprint on the bike. 10 overhead squats with really lightweight, 75, 55. You should be able to do all 10 of those unbroken. I think you should be able to do all 10 of those unbroken, all 10 rounds. And since it is a lightweight, our 10s and our 15s are looking pretty beat up. There's a couple of some pretty good cracks in there. Please don't drop those barbells from overhead. If anybody drops from overhead, everybody stops what they're doing, does 10 burpees over the bar in the middle of the workout. If you don't know, it's gym equipment is like exhausted everywhere. I couldn't buy new 10s and 15s if I wanted to right now. And we're getting to the point where we need to replace some of those. I can't replace them because there's none to buy. There are no weights to buy. And the weights you do find online are priced like people know this, so they're supply and demand, blah, blah, blah. So really quick, you have to share those bikes. With it being a quick sprint, and even though you're doing 10 overhead squats, there might be an occasion where you get done with those overhead squats and there's not a bike available. One should free up pretty darn quickly. So when it does, jump on it. You won't have your own bike in those bigger classes. You have to kind of share bikes. When a bike opens up, hopefully it's similar seat height. I like to put mine, I'm short, on holes 3 or holes 4. If I see a bike with hole 2 with 2 holes on it, I have to get on and just make do. It's only 10 calories, you can survive. If there's a seat with 5, I don't know if I can reach the pedals. On a seat with 5, maybe I stand up and I do the 10 calories standing while I do it. But if a bike opens up, don't worry about changing the seats. If it's close, just get on. It's a quick sprint. Get off, get back to your barbell, share those bikes. This could be a pretty tough workout. And I think it'll be a pretty quick one too. Have a good Thursday.